Alright guys, how you guys doing? Part 2 of the previous video what I've just did. Now I've included some images so you guys can know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean, stuff like that. Alright, this phenomenon is known as a halo. There's another version of it called a sundog, which just happens at sunrise and sunset, stuff like that. And what's unusual about this, like I said on the previous video, that I have no memory of this prior to 2018. That's when I first started noticing them, in 2018. And they're becoming more frequently now as well, which is supposed to be a rare phenomenon. And according to the old folklore, bad weather always follows when you see these. You know, according to the old legends and stuff like that. And believe it or not, this whole book, 1897, it's got an explanation on this. Here we go. I'll keep it up so you can read it. Halos, coronas, sundogs, circles around the moon. Circles around the moon are the lunar halos. I haven't seen that one yet, I don't think. But, like I said, all this stuff was recently as 2018 for me. And I've seen them all year round. And I continue to see them to this day. Which is, I saw one, not yesterday, but the day before. Which funny enough, it rained yesterday all day. Go figure. Now, sun-drawn water. Now that's the best explanation that I've seen for this type of phenomenon. I mean, the question is, I'm 44 now, and I've never seen one prior to 2018. And I mean, surely halos and sundogs would have been taught at school under science and geography class, right? Rainbow, yes. Sundogs, halos, no. That I have no memory of prior to 2018. And sun-drawn water, that's the best explanation I could hope for. I certainly don't believe the ice crystal theory. Definitely not. I mean, one person from a debunker, so to speak, which we'll name nameless, says the ice crystals are formed by jet engines, condensation trail, and it freezes up in the atmosphere. And that's why it leaves a trail. Sure my screws tightened on day? Yeah, it is. Yep, I know. But like I says, this information is from 1897. I'll show you the image. There it is. There you go, 1897. Now that is a more believable explanation that I've come across about this phenomenon. But the only problem I have with this is that I have no memory of it prior to 2018. I don't know about anyone else. How about you guys? When was your first encounter with these? Or have you not seen them before? Or have you seen them all your life? And tell me, when was the first time you seen one? You know, when you looked up the sky, when was your first time? You know, stuff like that. What was the weather like when you first saw this? That's a new question I want to put you guys. What was the weather like when you first saw a halo, if you can remember? You know, mine was cloudy, bit of a hazy cloud, you know, like fog cloud type thing. Then the halo was quite visible, really strong visible halo. And it was quite cold as well, unusually cold. Yes, But like I says, this information is more believable than the ice crystal theory, which has been getting blamed for a lot of all this weather phenomenon we've been seeing of late. Isn't it? Well, like I said, think of the Pink Floyd cover, with the prism, like a triangle prism with the light shining through the rainbow. Yeah. And another question is, if this was been around as long as the rainbow has, why hasn't there been any halo cakes, halo food, that sort of stuff? Now that is an interesting one, isn't it? Why there hasn't been any halo cakes? Somebody drawing the sun and a colourful halo around it. You know what I mean? I've never seen one. Even though this is supposed to be around, I don't know how long in this crazy place. But, I don't know, but like I say, there's another peculiar thing as well. I've never seen images in museums either. Sure, there would have been one, at least. But still, I don't think half the population can see this. And then there's the other half that can't see it, who say they've seen it all their lives. And there's us who are stuck in the middle. Who recently seen them and boom, there it is. That there seem to be three different groups of people. Yeah. What's that all about? I mean, if and when somebody says to me, I've seen them all my life, I says, hiya. Or have you been deceived? I wonder. That sort of stuff. I'm thinking of that Bible verse, the great deceiver, and stuff like that. But like I says, this phenomenon is fairly recent for me. Like I said, I've actually spelled it correctly and put it down correctly as well. It's not phenomena with an E. Of course not. It's phenomenon. So what do you guys think? Is this halo thing a Mandela effect, do you think, or we just haven't taken any notice? Which I find hard to believe. I wouldn't be surprised if there's be a sundog out there tonight. Because it's sunny, cold, quite chilly out there today, and conditions are right for one. Heat sundog, I think conditions are right, but like I says, this is a better explanation than the ice crystal theory, because like I said, condensation from the engines leaving a trail and paper freezes. Good one, mate. Good one. Yeah, and like I says, I'm a bit complex by this information. He even talks about lunar halos in this little paragraph, which I still don't know if I've seen one yet. Which is a strange one. And I don't remember those either. But nevertheless, this one can't be explained by natural phenomenon in the atmosphere. 124 years ago, they didn't have jet engines to leave all the trails that caused all the reflective clouds and all that stuff. But like I say, this is part 2 of the investigation into this. But like I say, what do you guys think? Have you seen these all your lives? If so, let me know. And when was your first time seeing them? And what was the weather like? 2, you just seen them recently? Last year or so, for example. Or have you never seen any of this stuff before? Now that's the questions I want commented in the comment section. Go nuts. Whatever your theory is. Time travel, Mandela effect, parallel universe, tower dimension, or whatever. you know, stuff like that. And another point I may add, you know, that religious figure, Jesus Christ, he has one on the Last Supper around his head. Yeah, a halo and a sundog. The artist must have seen it and caught it. I'm not saying nothing, but 2,000 years of history of our own religion. You know, just what I saw recently on a church window. That's all. Hey, but what the hey? Two and two together, that sort of stuff.